Hello everybody, welcome back to Simple Gaming Review. Today I want to make a video about the GameCube again. As you can see from my last video I had previously, I talked about how I got a Nintendo GameCube from eBay, and I had my PlayStation 2 sitting there because I was playing some PS2. I have removed my PS2 because I'm going to be putting my Nintendo GameCube right here underneath my PlayStation 5. Now, I don't have my Nintendo GameCube yet. I got two games with it that were pretty cheap, which was Red Faction 2, I got Medal of Honor Rising Sun for Nintendo GameCube, and I got the black console with a black controller and all the cables that are necessary for it to work. Now, the reason why I want to make this video today is because I actually did play some Nintendo GameCube as of recently, and yes, I used it by using emulation. So if you didn't know, lots of retro consoles have emulators where you can play on your phone, you can play on tablets, you can play on a computer, and it makes it a lot easier to just kind of like, get into these kind of games and all that. Now, I'm not really a big fan of emulation, and I'll tell you why. It's because I actually prefer the original hardware. I prefer having the actual console. So instead of emulating PlayStation 2 or PSP or Nintendo GameCube, I'd rather just own the freaking console, buy the discs, and just kind of like have the original experience, you know what I mean? But I really wanted to try GameCube. Been watching tons of videos lately on like certain games and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try a GameCube emulator for my Android device. So I didn't really get games that I didn't own. I only got two games on the GameCube emulator, which were the two that I bought from eBay, which was Red Faction 2 and Medal of Honor Rising Sun. And I'm also getting Ghost Recon, so I also tried out Ghost Recon for the Nintendo GameCube. I actually really enjoyed my experience. I still didn't get to use, obviously, the controller, because I was using my Android device, so I was using a PlayStation controller to play those games. But I had a blast playing Nintendo GameCube on my Android using the Dolphin emulator. And I can say that I'm really happy to get the GameCube. After using the emulation that I used, I actually really had a good time. I enjoyed my time with it. I actually do like the GameCube graphics and how the games look. And I'm just excited to try out these new games and just experience Nintendo GameCube. No, I have not gotten any actual Nintendo games for my GameCube. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Right now, I don't have enough money to even be buying those expensive Nintendo games. So, when I started to do my research on GameCube and look up stuff on eBay, games are very expensive. So, I don't have the money to be spending on, like, Mario Kart Double Dash for Nintendo GameCube, Smash Bros. For Nintendo GameCube, Zelda. Those games are very, very expensive because they're Nintendo games. So I got games that are, like, cheap that I can try, which is, like, Ghost Recon, Red Faction 2, Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Yes, they're all shooting games, and they're all third-party games, but those are the kind of games I like. So, I decided to basically shop very cheaply when it comes to the GameCube. And yes, it is completely possible to get the console at a cheap price and get a couple of cheap games. Because I have found games that are pretty cheap on eBay. But anyway, overall though, my experience with the GameCube recently, because I did try the Dolphin emulator, so far I have enjoyed my experience without the console. It is kind of sad because I don't have the console yet, and I lost my patience. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try the games that I bought and then see if I do like the games I got in Nintendo GameCube, and I really enjoyed my experience, I don't have like much experience with Nintendo GameCube. I've only gotten into the GameCube recently. I've only been playing GameCube games recently on my phone, like for like 2 or 3 days now. So I am still brand new to Nintendo GameCube and its library. But Red Faction 2, Medal of Honor, and Ghost Recon have been very great games. I really enjoyed my experience with those 3 games. The graphics are actually surprisingly pretty good on Nintendo GameCube. Maybe I'm crazy for saying that, but I've watched some videos where they compare the graphics between PS2 and GameCube, and for some games, some of the GameCube games actually look better than some of the PS2 games, surprisingly. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it's like some of them look better. I also found out that GameCube is actually a more powerful system than PS2. Of course, that didn't really matter because obviously the PS2 outsold everything during the 6th generation era. Obviously, it outsold literally everything, and it was also a DVD player, which just kind of like pushed it to the limit. But yeah, my experience has been amazing. I've enjoyed the games I've tried. I've spent a couple of hours playing GameCube on my phone, which really kills my battery. So once my Nintendo GameCube actually gets here, I'm gonna have definitely a better time using the actual controller and keeping my system plugged in, because I don't like using an emulator for my games, especially on my phone, because I have a tiny little screen. I definitely would prefer to play my games on my TV. I definitely would prefer to actually use the actual controller. And again, I'm not really somebody who wants to use emulation. I'm a collector. But, I got impatient and was like, you know what? Since it's going to take like a week for my GameCube to get here, and for me to actually review my Nintendo GameCube, make a video on the actual console itself, I decided to just get like a head start and just get into the games I did buy. Which, by the way, I only chose the games I bought for my Nintendo GameCube, so I didn't choose any like Nintendo ones or anything else. I just chose the ones that I actually bought with my own money. So yeah. But anyway, I'm in the video. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like and comment down below what you think about I guess the Nintendo GameCube, but I'm completely new to it, so let me know what GameCube games I should pick up and what cheap games I should pick up for Nintendo GameCube, because I am completely new to this console, and I've been going into it pretty blindly, but I have been watching the videos, I have been doing my own research on Nintendo GameCube, and I used to say I didn't like Nintendo GameCube. I used to even say I hated it, because of my ignorance. I was like, grew up with PlayStation 2, and I never really got into Nintendo GameCube. It was always this console that looked kind of like childish, and it was like this weird, little cube-looking thing. And I never really was interested in Nintendo GameCube until now. And, obviously opinions do change. I change my opinions a lot, actually. But for so long, I was like, I don't need a GameCube in my life. I never need one. I'm not going to buy one ever. I think they suck. I think they're overrated consoles. And then the popularity started to explode with Nintendo GameCube, And I started watching all these videos. I started watching these history videos and all the other stuff. I was like, you know what, this is getting very interesting. And what made me get into GameCube was watching videos on it, but also I went on the eBay because I like to shop. I was shopping for games and classic retro consoles, and I saw a couple of GameCube games come up, like Smash Bros. And I saw, I think, one called Pac-Man Versus. I saw some racing games, like the Need for Speed games. I saw GameCube controllers, and I was like, this is very interesting looking stuff. So I started to, I guess, grow interested into the GameCube, and I started to be like, maybe the GameCube isn't so bad, and maybe I should actually get this console. So I finally got money. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get a Nintendo GameCube. I'm going to finally try this game console. So I'm going to get some games for it and kind of start like a little mini collection. And just kind of see how I feel about the GameCube after the fact, which I already pretty much like it because I got to try it on my Android, on my Dolphin emulator. Played 3 games, and honestly, they were great games. I had a good time graphics were actually pretty good for its time, and yeah, I'm excited to get my GameCube. I'm happy to be able to try it out, and I hope to build my collection. I already have a Nintendo 64 collection. I have Nintendo Game Boy, Atari, obviously all my PlayStation stuff. So the GameCube, I just want to get into it, start collecting for it. And my opinion has changed recently because, well, I've actually been playing games from the GameCube era, or from that console. And honestly, I do like it. I'm happy that I gave it a chance. I'm happy that I used an emulator, even though I'm against it. But even though I used an emulator, I'm happy I at least tried the games I bought, and I can't wait to have it sitting right here and playing it on my big screen TV with the actual GameCube controller. A lot of people say GameCube controllers are very comfortable, so I'm actually excited to, have that experience, and I get to try something and use a console that I'm completely new to, and I have like barely any experience with it. I'm only, like 3 or 2 days of playing GameCube games on my phone, and so it's completely new to me, completely brand new, because again, I was always a PlayStation 2 guy, and I used to hate the GameCube because of the PS2, and I was like, GameCube is nothing special. But nowadays, I'm just like, well, it's pretty cool, and I can't wait to hopefully get mine. I am losing my patience a little bit because it's like it's the excitement of getting the Nintendo GameCube and being able to try it. I actually have the console physically here instead of using my stupid phone. So I am really excited to get it. I am really happy to have one in my collection, and I have compared it with the PlayStation 2 because I do have my PS2 Slim. I was recently playing, but I'm just happy to be able to try it out finally. Anyway, I'm in the video. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, comment down below what you think about me being brand new to the GameCube. Let me know what games I should pick up for Nintendo GameCube. But anyway, hope you all have a good day or night, and peace out.